Hello everyone, today's construction day 124.
The end of another work week. Seems like I say that like every 3 days. I mean, the weeks are just going by so fast. The contractor was up here again today. We did another walkthrough, just making sure we're on the same page. Very productive meeting. Brought up a surprise. All our porcelain tile for the main room is on site.
Yay!
We're very happy about that. Tile looks great. We really like that porcelain tile. I think it's going to really make that room look light and bright. It's a nice porcelain. It's got a nice shine to it, but it's not too slippery. So we really like that tile a lot. So now we can officially say all the tile for the entire house is here at the property. So good news. The guys are working more tile, obviously, and wrapping up the rendering of the fence on the east side, which will be close to be getting done today. We did order 4 more cubics of stone because Janelle, as you guys know, he's the hardest working guy in Darwin. He's got all that rock spread out already, all done. The drainage there, that east side going down the wall is completed. Still got 2 sections to put on, which we will do next week because the guys are still working some of the rendering. But that's pretty much done. So now he's switching over and putting in the leach field. We're doing that today. So a lot of little projects going on at the end of the work week. The main guys are working on the tile, focusing on that. So another productive week, very happy, and things are moving along real good. Now, yesterday's video was titled about, can you build a house in 6 months? And I brought that up again just because of all the emails and some comments, but all the emails that I get regarding building a home in the Philippines. And so many people are telling me that it's such a challenge to even think about getting done in 6 months. And I've heard so many stories, and I must have 20 emails from foreigners who emailed me saying that don't expect too much. It's going to take you at least 12 months. And we're pretty confident that our deadline of February 17th, which is coming up pretty fast, day 180, February 17th, and today's day 124, it's going to be close. So I think I told Wilma my guess is March 1st, which would go over, a couple of weeks, which is, fine with me. And I don't want to sacrifice quality, just to hit a number. That makes no sense at all. So I truly believe that if you have the right contractor, you do things right the first time with your permits, and really do the right thing, that you can get your house built in 6 months. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here at the work site. Filipino Tile Lane 101. So what I'm going to do is just show you guys, they're right in the middle of starting the master bedroom tile. And like I said earlier, when they pour the concrete for the main floor, the sub-base floor, they don't worry about level. They just pour it, they smooth it out by eye, and say that's good enough. So what they're doing now is they're working on, they have all these lines going this way as well as that way. And now they're making the lines level. And then what they do is they start putting in the cement. Now over there, the cement is in a corner, maybe 1.5 inches. Over here, it's 3 inches. So again, it's just the way they do it. So you can see that they already have the master closet completed. So the tile is in, and they haven't done the transition yet, but they have that done. and now they're coming through into the master bedroom. But you can see they have snap lines in all four corners. So here's a snap line here. You can see how high that is, right? That's up this high. So that's a couple of inches. So that's how thick the cement will be. But yet over in that corner it's less. And then as you come out here, they have their snap lines, and it's only an inch. It's only this thick, up to my first knuckle. So obviously it pitches this way. So they achieve level by putting in all these snap lines and having all the snap lines level, and then they put the cement to the snap lines, and then as they lay the tile, see they have their level, and they're just making sure that it sets up correctly. You zoom in, I don't know if you can see the bubble or not, but they get it level one piece at a time, and they just work their way back. So you see their version of a notch tile. So they are putting notches in it, and it's a pretty wet mix. And that is Filipino tile laying 101. So plans sometimes change. So Janelle gets a goal every week. I've been telling him, you know, on Mondays, you know, this is what we should try to accomplish by Saturday. And he knew that to get this side done and the carport rocks, which is all completed, and then to come here in this corner behind the pergola and get all this completed, and then end the week with the pergola all leveled out, with the drainage in place. And look what happened. The guys decided today to do the wall. So remember they skipped this earlier in the week, and I was questioning why they jumped to the fence and went down. And I said to you guys that Janelle was following these guys. But unfortunately, they got done yesterday with the fence and then set up the scaffolding. So now Janelle will not be able to get this area done. So it is what it is. So we're giving Janelle some busy work that I will show you. So we're not productive today when it comes to landscaping. But he did get this area completed. So it looks very good. You can definitely see the slope. Drainage is in. Goes all the way across. And we stopped with just two sections. You can see it right there. It's all glued. And we started with the taper down just ever so slightly. And we stopped at the fence line. So we're stopping there. And that's going to get a little more complicated down there because all this water will be coming down, and we want to make sure that we have plenty of gravel down there to be able to filter that water and continue it down the fence line, then eventually to the front fence, and then out the weep holes that we'll have in front. So we're stopping right there. So we're really only doing landscaping from the rock wall back. That's what we're focusing on right now. So it looks like this will be done whenever this wall is done. So I'm assuming this won't get done today. They'll do it Monday. So let's say that we'll get this on Tuesday. And I did order 2 more loads of stone yesterday afternoon, and they said that it would deliver today, both loads. So we're waiting for the loads to come up. And then once those loads get on site, what Janelle can do is from here to the rock wall, he can do that 60 cm cover with rocks, and he'll put the same cement bags down and cover that. So he can do that. What he did do today is one of the small projects that needed to be done is to take down, remember he filled that flush and it needed to be a 5-inch drop for the bar area. So he went ahead and dug that dirt out, got it down 5 inches, so now it's ready for cement, and moved the dirt down the wall there. So he did knock that out. So I'll show you some other small projects, call it busy work, that we're doing today. When your building project gives you calamansi, you make calamansi juice. Or to translate that in for the US, when your building project gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So just walking around, and remember I said Janelle was doing some busy work today. It's like, wait a minute, we can do the leach field. So that's what we're going to do today. So we got the pipe laid out, and I probably won't glue this one. Remember I said the end one with the perforated holes here, you can see will be facing down in a bunch of gravel, and then we'll do that same wire mesh at the end with tie wire, just so no rocks get up in there. I may go another length because here's the truck turnaround, so I may go one more length, which would take it way down to here. Might make sense. I'll see. I don't think it matters that much, just because everyone's telling me that there'll be no water in this, that everything will drain. But this is a good project for today. So what Janelle's doing is he's preparing it, so digging it out a little bit with the proper pitch. We do not need gravel here, obviously, because it's solid pipe. But once we get to the section with the perforated pipe, we'll put a good 8 inches of gravel below it, and then some gravel on top of it. So obviously we're gonna have to punch through this, the hollow blocks here. So it's going to be that second hollow block right down there, and we're going to go right in the middle of that. So from the bottom of this cement pad, it's down about 18 inches and about 18 inches over. And we'll punch through that, and then we'll seal it today with a bunch of cement. So hopefully no water leaks, past the pipe. So we'll get all that done today, and then we'll get everything in place. We'll glue this section, but we'll leave that section unglued for now until I decide if I'm going to add another section or not. So again, we're making ourselves productive. Right, Janelle? So we had 2 comments yesterday, and I want to go ahead and answer the comments with just a quick video clip. So the first question was, you guys remember that this wall was pretty high, and we said we were going to bring it down. I think it was about 7 inches. And we want to bring it down to be even with the window, or actually even with the tile. So as I stand back, you can see that the tile here in that back wall now matches this, which is the wall of the shower. So let me get a little different angle. So the tile here equals here. So we did take this down. It has to be, it was at least 7 inches that we took it down. So that was done. So now it's the right height, and it looks more pleasing to the eye. And then another comment was at 10 minutes and 20 seconds of the video, that here there was one of the tiles was cracked, and I think he said it was up top. So this is a piece. This is not a crack. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. I'm not sure. So it's similar to this. So see how this is a piece here that will be all filled in with grout. And then if you take the running line up, there's another piece right here. So that's not a crack. It's just 2 different pieces of tile that'll be grouted. So you can see they still have their spacers here. So that was overnight, so I could take them out. But they did go ahead and fix that. So again, once this is all grouted, everything will definitely fade, and you won't see those dark lines because the grout is this color, very light beige. So looking forward to getting this grouted. So Janelle's been working on this for, I would say, a little less than 10 minutes, and he got through it. So it's all physical labor, and I was waiting for him to get a little further along, and then I seen that he was starting to get through it, so I went ahead and started filming real quick. But it took him anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to punch a hole through. So now he's getting ready to fit the pipe, and then we'll get it at the right angle. And then once we feel we got the right angle, we'll get some cement, and we'll seal that off with cement. What a life. We'll see if the sound of my voice wakes him up. Hey guys. You guys were sound asleep. You doing good? We've been putting new cardboard and towels for them every couple days just to try to keep everything clean for them. But they're really doing good. They're about the same size. Look at their bellies. Let me see if I can get the face here. I'll pick them up. Very good dogs. So I guess what, they're about 3 weeks now, I would say. Maybe a little more. Yeah, no, I think about 3 weeks. I think they're born on the 25th. I think today's the 15th. So that's 20 days. So they're right at 3 weeks old. Of course, Sandy's right here. She heard my voice, or probably heard the puppies. That's one thing that she does is she's usually out with us, sitting like if we're sitting out by the carport, which is our new hangout spot. She's right there with us. But if she hears these puppies make one squeak, she's up and she'll usually bark and then run to them. So she definitely has an ear out for the puppies. So take a look at this guy. She's staying up high, and the puppy is reaching with all his might, try to get something to eat. So let's see if she sits down. She'll sit down, Sandy. Your boys are hungry. I think Sandy understands Filipino, because when I tell her to sit, she looks at me strange. So I think she only knows Filipino. Well, you can see the boys are hungry. So Sandy drinks a lot of water. You can see that Wilma's always filling up water for her. But even though she has plenty of water, and of course plenty of food, I mean, Wilma brings her at least a kilo of food a day. She makes rice, sardines, pours on it. Then any leftovers that we have, chooks to go. She gets all the leftovers every day. So Sandy eats very good. She's eating at least 2 pounds of food a day, believe it or not. And Wilma brings her so much that she can't finish it. So she'll eat most of it, and then she walks away. And then, she'll come back maybe later and have some, or Wilma will give the rest to other dogs that's in the area. But we do got to be careful about feeding every dog, because we'll have 30 dogs here. So we have to take that into consideration. But you can definitely see the boys got plenty of spunk and energy. They're very healthy. Their coats are very shiny. They got big, fat bellies. And just look at that. Got his hands spread out, holding on. Look. So I guess you have to be aggressive to get some food. You're doing good, Sandy. So that's the puppy update for today. Say bye, guys. I think they're saying, Mommy, come back. We're still hungry. So Janelle made real quick work of this. So I'll try to get out of the sun, see if you can see it. So it's all embedded, and it's in about 6 inches. So it would be sticking out of the 4 inches of the thickness of the hollow block. So it would be sticking 2 inches inside. And then that's all been smoothed out or sealed. You can see underneath he got it all filled in nicely, and he was pushing the cement as far in as he could. So he did a real nice job with that. So that should be a good seal. And he worked on the pitch, and then we're going to stop right here for today because I think I'm going to get another length of pipe. But there is leach field in the Philippines. So a friend of mine, Kelly, who's building a house also here at the same time in Dowen, just further down the mountain. And I've been to his site several times, and he's come up to this site several times. And he showed me some of the switches that he's going to be using. So take a look at this switch. I'll walk inside so you guys can see it a little better. It's a Wi-Fi switch. It's very nice. This happens to be 3 buttons, so you can put 3 different devices, but they make them in 2s, make them in 1s. So I think we're going to do the same. So Kelly was nice enough to give me this because he's going to go ahead with black in his house. But to stay with the modern theme, we would go with white. And you can see that they're Wi-Fi, so you can turn on and off the lights from your cell phone as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection. So we're going to go ahead and order these. So look how nice this is going to look. Again, the sun is kind of bright, so let me move to a switch here. So switch. And you would imagine that this is all going to be painted more than likely white or a very light tan. And then here's would be the light switch. Again, they come in 1, 2, or 3 switches. They light up. I believe when you press them, they turn blue. So the ring there turns blue when you press it. And again, you can hook it to your cell phone and turn on and off the lights using your phone. So we're going to go ahead and invest in these. Not exactly sure how much they cost. I think they're around 500 pesos a piece, but I may be wrong. And I think there's a little bit of difference of the price if it's 1 switch, 2, or 3. But I'm going to do the research on Shopee. Kelly said that he bought these on Shopee. And I'm going to go ahead and place an order and get them up here. So now what I'm going to have to do is go from switch to switch to see how many 1, 2, and 3 switches that I need, because I know like in the kitchen area I'm going to need 2 3s, 1 right there and 1 right there. So I know that much, but I'm going to have to go from switch to switch and figure it out and then place the order. But I really like this look. It's a clean look. Be very easy to clean these, wipe them down, and it's a nice touch that they're can be activated by Wi-Fi.